Athletics, first of all. One Mary Moraa shining. Mary Moraa, I remember when the commentators was yelling her name back in the famous clip, Mary Moraa, Mary Moraa. Wakati what they say kwa ground, alitoka siaka. Akawacha wase pale hivyo
finishing kick.
Yes, finishing kick akona sana, and she did well this time as well. 2 minutes 0.0 2 minutes 0.00.7, right? Seconds doing the thing. A good. This was, I think, the first time the meet went back to Kisii, I think, since 2015, or something like that. And it's a good ground, I believe, for people to, you know, have a taste, a feel, a competitive kind of atmosphere, and also to take the athletics to the ground. But what do you think, Swil?
I think AK has been doing this quite well. We've seen AK meets in Machakos. We've seen it in eastern part of the country, where some have wrongfully assumed we don't have sports talent, and now taking it to Kisii. We also have an athletics camp there. Quite young athletes coming on board, the under-20s and 18s. So AK has really done a splendid job up to this point in time. And taking AK meet to Kisii Stadium, for me, I think is also a motivation factor to the talents on parade, mostly in that part of the region. If they watch Mary Moraa and say, look, this is one of our own girls. We saw her go to school here. She's made it up to the top. Remember, Mary Moraa is the reigning Commonwealth gold champion, rather, having bagged gold in Birmingham just last year. And now going to race before probably her relatives, people who know her, is a motivation factor in itself. And the interesting thing about this meet is we also saw Asbel Kiprop participate. Remember, Kiprop had been out serving a doping ban. He served that sentence and is now back on the track. Not the best of performances from Asbel Kiprop, but probably an opportunity to shrug off the layoff and the bad form he's had probably, and to try get back his fitness level if he can actually come back to the national limelight. But again, having said that, my major concern is, look, right now Moraa is a world star. This is not just our own talent. Whenever she races, the world takes notice. But if you look at the state of that facility, remember it's one of these stadia that, one of the stadia apparently that underwent a major facelift. It's still not in the best of shapes. And let's say we had now the global stars coming to watch Moraa, and they come to Nairobi, travel all the way to Eldoret, and they say this is where this star actually honed her skills, and how many years down the line, this is how it is. The pitch actually is not in the best of shape, and even the terraces. So mine is a call, and remember even the Bomet Stadium, Babu Namwamba 2 weeks ago ordered that it be redesigned, or rather rebuilt, because the contractor had done some shoddy job in some parts of it. And now again, you look at the kind of work that went into Kisii Stadium. Then you go over to Kisumu, which we've been told is the Jomo Kenyatta International Stadium. Actually doesn't meet that international benchmark. Then again, you come to Nairobi, you look at Nyayo, no drainage, no canopy, no lighting. You walk again across the city to Kasarani. Again, it's a horrible state. And these are the kind of facilities that have birthed the global stars. Tonight, again, the world will be taking notice as Eliud Kipchoge attempts to win the Boston Marathon for the very first time. Then again, you trace the facilities Eliud and his ilk used to train for these races. It's an eyesore, it's an embarrassment, it is a shame. So hopefully, the regime, Ruto's administration, can get things moving. Remember, this shouldn't actually be a long-term project. It was to be implemented by the Jubilee administration. They were not able to do that. So we need those quality training surfaces or terraces for athletes, and also to get our stadia to the level required. The danger is when Harambee Stars begin playing World Cup qualifiers of AFCON in the next edition, I don't know where they're going to play these matches. Because none of the stadium in this country is fit enough to host those matches.
Yes, go ahead.
As I add to what Sule is saying, we have people who come and verify the stadiums. and goes back to maybe to the Minister of Sport and say that this is imetosha, this is international standard. So at the end of it, please, can they do something different for if they're going to renovate the stadium? Can they do something different? Usikuje kuniambia the stadium imefika international standard and have not seen it. Nelo, please, just make things happen in a good way. Because the Kasarani, we were told it is an international standard, actually after being done the renovation. And then ikakuja tukaambiwa, no, you guys cannot play your international match here because it's not international standard. So for us, let's just do things smoothly to make sure that these things are, tumeshamaliza hii story. We've been talking about the stadium for the longest time. It's almost even 30 years now. So let us just do it as in the good way. In a good way.
Let me echo her sentiment, sorry. I think she's very right. And it's high time that the government work hand in hand with the federations. Because there's no way you can refurbish Nyayo Stadium without working with the federations. Because the federations have the international standards with them. It's a very big disappointment currently at Nyayo. Nyayo cannot even host Sekafa, for lack of a better word, because Nyayo was built in such a way that an aggrieved fan can walk into the pitch. He can just literally walk into the pitch. This tells you that whoever constructed that stadium never consulted the various federations. So they need to work hand in hand whenever they are renovating, as he said, Bomet, Embu. I saw the other days in a...
Just to stop you there, Rocho, on Saturday, we were at Nyayo Stadium for the SJAC elections.
Yes.
And as it was ongoing, the ceiling boards came down on us.
What?
Yes.
Yes. Wow.
And this is a facility that 650 million went into its renovation just the other day.
I like what the minister did the other day. I think he was in Embu. And he said that there should be done a forensic audit on how that... Because when you walk into Embu Stadium, you wonder what the constructor was thinking. Because it's like a swamp. It is just within... When it rains in Embu, the stadium is just soaked. So basically, they need to work hand in hand. When you're building the athletic facility, make sure that the AK are there. When you're building the football pitch or the infrastructure within the football pitch, bring in the FKF to make sure that the standards are captured when you're doing whatever you're doing. Yeah,
well, we know that's the thing that we are saying here, that I guess time for talk is over. Talk to Meskia. Oh, we shall remove it, we shall refurbish, we shall. We have shalled, and it's been enough is enough. Like Sula said, I mean, 650 million na ceiling inaanguka. Haya, jamaneni, tukue serious kidogo.